And I think, I think part of that too is eliminating all the data islands that you've got because stuff's not talking to each other, not understanding the relationship between those data points. I mean, and in the B2C world where you're dealing with so many large numbers, I think you've really got an opportunity there to create some dynamic growth for the company because you can understand the relationship between implicit data and explicit data. You can make assumptions. You can make the thing get smarter over time. And that's really the power of what I think you guys are doing. I want to just tell you a quick story. Like 10 years ago, I created a really powerful ad that we ran for a client, and we got great response on. It was the CIO versus CMO. And what you're doing is really allowing this to converge into one place and to give somebody the information they need to make good decisions and improve the campaign and the leverage that all those tools give. Am I oversimplifying it?
Well, you said two things which are very interesting. One, CIO and the CMO, dynamics and working together and the collaboration between those. And long time ago, I read a book, which was over the top, written for CIOs, who are the top 10, 100 in the world. And one of the things they said that was for CMOs, that if you really want to build your business, CIO has to be your best friend. If he's not your best friend, you're going to have a lot of, really hard time, getting things to, his roadmap and execution and all that. Right. Now, the opportunity I had at my previous place, I was almost like a CIMO, Chief Information Marketing Officer. So I could see the creativity of the front end and the execution at the back end, and that art and the science has to work together. So when I built Fyoosion, and that's the reason I called it Fyoosion, because it's really an amalgamation of IT and marketing in one box. That's the whole goal behind this. And the people that I have hired who are very, very smart engineers. And one thing I talked to them in the interview, I said, guys, if you want to work in this company, you have to understand IT and you have to understand marketing. You cannot pick one role. If you do, Fyoosion is not the right place for you. Right. Because that's the goal, of Fyoosion, is to bring those two minds together. Einstein said a long time ago that science behind, without creativity is useless, and creativity without science has no meaning. Yeah. And that's what we are, trying to do, in this space, building Fyoosion, understanding what really marketers need and giving them all of these tools, all of those technologies, and make it very simple and give them the control and make them really, really nimble. Literally, this whole Fyoosion that we are talking about, if you have a website and if you want to integrate with our engine, it is not an API integration. All you really have to do is to drop one line of code. All you have to do is js.fyoosion.com, and the entire engine is integrated with the website. That comes with like 25 to 30 different technologies.